Thousands plan to boycott Aussie service stations to fight against increased petrol prices. Okay, I don't really think this is going to work, but let's keep going. An Aussie struggled to fill their cars for less than 170 cents a litre. Thousands are joining a campaign to boycott service stations. So thousands of Australians have answered a Queensland grandmother's call to arms to protest rising fuel prices. More than 40,000 people have committed, and a further 40,000 are interested in a national fuel strike organised by Sabrina Lamont, might be mispronouncing, a motivated retired music teacher who lives off the grid just outside of Bundaberg. Now, I will give a little bit of an update on those because those figures are a little bit old. At the moment, it actually sits at 57,000 are definitely doing it, and 62,000 are interested. So, it's getting momentum. Ms Lamont is calling on the federal government to remove the burden of the excise and tax, in which amounts to more than 30% of the cost of the fuel of the Bowser. Fuel costs forced Miss Lambert to give up teaching music in the Outback, a job she loved about a year ago. She could no longer afford to keep buying petrol to travel 500 kilometres a week to each isolated children. Last Wednesday, Ms Lamont decided to take action and start a Facebook event, the National Fuel Strike, link in the description below. Each hour, the number of people saying they will join Ms Lambert in boycotting fuel stations on October 26th grows bigger. Now Ms Lambert has a message for fuel companies and those in charge of taxing petrol. This won't be the end of it. Quote, "We will do this every month until we are listened to and the prices come down and stay that way," Ms Lambert told regional media. "The government must reduce tax on fuel. It's the theft and greed. It's sad to see so many people hurting. I sometimes sit here and cry at night thinking about the suffering. I can be an emotional person." So the federal government tax and excise accounts for a significant portion of the retail cost of fuel, according to an RACQ fact sheet published this month. At a cost of $1.37.6 a litre on regular unleaded fuel, federal excise accounts for 40.9 cents of the retail price, while the further 12.5 cents is added in GST. That's 53.4 cents in taxes out of 53.4 cents in taxes out of a cost of $1.37.6 per litre, which would be considered cheap. While the RACQ said it understood drivers' frustrations, the organisation believed that challenging long-term habits would be more effective. It's completely understandable that drivers are frustrated by the high fuel prices we've seen in recent months, and while one-off stunts like this may give motorists a feeling of empowerment, unfortunately they're unlikely to make a difference at the long term, RACQ spokeswoman Lucinda Ross said. Quote, "We see how many motorists continue to buy from the most convenient sites, often just because it's on the way home from work. But those servers could be the ones charging the highest prices. Quote, if you're in the southeast, the best thing you can do is drive down prices, is to avoid buying fuel at the top of the cycle. And regardless of whether you are across the state, do your research and only ever buy from cheaper servos in your area." I have a problem with that, but we'll keep going. In Brisbane's North Day, the average cost of fuel was $1.53.7 a litre. In Bundaberg, it was $1.51.7 a litre. Miss Lamont is hopeful unified protests, such as the one she has organised for next month, will bring about change. "I'm hoping the government will listen or be removed, and someone will bring down taxes for basic living necessities like fuel. The minute we lose hope as a community, we are finished," she said. "Together we stand, divided we fall. That is the message I'm trying to embed in people's hearts and minds." Okay, so do I think this will make a difference? No, because if people boycott the servo on that particular day, they're only going to end up filling up their cars some other time, earlier, the day before, or the day after. And I'll tell you now, fuel prices will go up a day earlier. This boycott, you'll find that servo prices, they will go through and they will put up prices the day before this boycott or 2 days before this boycott. Because they know people are going to fill it up right before the boycott. So they're still going to make their money. It's just on one day they're going to make less. On the other days they're going to make more. So I don't think it's actually going to achieve anything. Does shopping around, quote, do anything? No, it doesn't. That also doesn't solve the problem at all either. And the RACQ doing that is just because they're a government shill. They're trying to please the base while they're pleasing the government by not actually suggesting what needs to be done. What could be done is reducing the tax, considering the GST is supposed to be on things that are not necessary or are not, cost of living sort of thing. Then why do we not have taxes on on condoms, but we do on fuel? You're going to tell me condoms are more for living than a fuel price or fuels? So yeah, I would suggest actually dropping the GST off the fuel price. That would be my best step. Also, probably launch a probe into why fuel costs are so high. Like I said, out of $1.37, roughly 50-something cents goes to taxes and GST. Okay, great. But there's still 80-something cents that's not. So, yeah, why is that also high too? I doubt that has to do with the oil prices, what they keep climbing. So, yeah, I definitely think there's service stations are gouging on the price. They're making their little money. And the government's making their money on the tax. And everybody's happy except the petrol and the motorists. Or except the motorists, sorry. And at the end of the day, I think until we actually get people in power that want to actually represent the average day person and not the elites, I don't think anything will change. Best thing you guys can do is vote independent or vote for a third party. Pauline Hanson, One Nation, something along those lines, Conservative Party, whatever it may be. Someone that's going to look out for your interests. This whole voting for Labour and Liberal, it's shit. It really is. They're elitists. They don't care about accept anything but themselves. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think this will change? Do you think this will actually have an impact? Do you think this boycott will do anything except make them put petrol prices up the day before? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Apart from that, guys, I also have got a link to the Facebook page, so feel free to go and check it out. Look, I'm not discouraging anybody from doing it. I just don't think it's going to make much of a difference. Apart from that, guys, obviously the video has been helpful. Please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.